Hi, today we'll deal with the topic amalgamation, absorption, and external reconstruction. Let's see what amalgamation means. The term amalgamation is used when two or more existing companies goes into liquidation and a new company is formed to take over the business. For example, A Limited and B Limited are two companies and both of the companies goes into liquidation and a new company AB Limited will be formed. This is a case of amalgamation as A Limited is a separate company and B Limited is also another separate company and both these companies goes into liquidation and a new company will be formed to take over these companies. Now let's see what are the features of amalgamation. The first point, the assets and liabilities of the existing companies are transferred to the newly formed companies. The second point, all the combining companies or the liquidating companies will lose their separate legal existence and none of them continues to exist. Third point, the operations of the liquidating companies are carried on by the new company as a single entity, which means that the liquidating companies will lose their separate legal existence and they will not perform any activities of business. Now, let's discuss about absorption. In the case of absorption, the business of one or more companies is taken over by another existing company. For example, there are two companies, A Limited and B Limited. B Limited may be a huge company or a company which has a lot of subsidiaries, and the B company will absorb A Limited and A Limited will be ceasing to exist. That is, A Limited will no longer be in existence and B Limited will take over the business of A Limited. Now let's see what are the features of absorption. The first one or more existing companies are liquidated. It is not compulsory that both the companies have to be liquidated. Second point, only one of the combining companies survives and the other company lose their separate legal identity. The third point, the assets and liabilities of the combining companies are transferred to the surviving company. So in this case, when there are two companies in the case of absorption, one company ceases to exist and the other company continues to survive. Now let's discuss about external reconstruction. The term external reconstruction is used when one existing company goes into liquidation and a new company is formed. In external reconstruction, a new company will be formed to take over the business of the existing company or the liquidating company. The external reconstruction is merely an external reorganization of the financial structure or the capital structure of the existing business due to huge losses or accumulated losses. Now let's see an example. Here, Bharat Limited will be the existing company or the old company, or this might be the liquidating company. And a new company, which is New Bharat Limited, will be formed to take over the business of Bharat Limited. This is an example of external reconstruction. Now let's see what are the basic differences between amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. The first point is the formation of new company. In the case of amalgamation, a new company will always be formed as two companies go into liquidation and a new company is forming. In the case of absorption, a new company is not formed as one existing company will be taking over another existing company. In external reconstruction also, there will be a new company which is formed and one another company will be liquidated. Second point, number of liquidating companies. In the case of amalgamation, at least two companies are liquidated. In the case of absorption, at least one company will be liquidated. In external reconstruction also, at least one company will be liquidated. Now let's see the third point. The major objective of amalgamation is to remove competition and to earn economies of scale. In the case of absorption, weaker units are taken over in order to gain economies of scale, and in the case of external reconstruction, the major objective is to write off the accumulated losses of the company. So these are the major differences between absorption, amalgamation and external reconstruction. Thank you.